A successful Indian historian, Manikarnika Dutta, is facing deportation from the United Kingdom, and that too due to a bureaucratic rule that fails to account for the realities of academic research. Despite living in the UK for over a decade, Datta's application for Indefinite Leave to Remain, also we call it ILR, was rejected because she had exceeded the permitted number of days outside the country while conducting research in India. This situation has sparked concern among academics and international students, particularly Indians we are talking about, the rigid immigration rules that fails to accommodate the nature of scholarly work. Dutta, a 37-year-old, is an assistant professor at University College, Dublin, Ireland. She completed her master's in modern history from the University of Calcutta before moving to the UK back in 2012 for another master's degree at Oxford University, funded by the Wellcome Trust Master's Studentship. She later pursued doctoral research and held academic position at Oxford and University of Bristol. Over the years, she built her life in the UK with her husband, who is also a very reputed lecturer. While her initial visa was a student visa, she later switched to a spouse visa as her husband was on a global talent visa, a UK scheme designed to attract top professionals to the country. Her trouble began when she applied for indefinite leave to remain, which is a step towards permanent residency in the UK. According to UK Home Office rules, ILR applicants cannot be outside the UK for more than 548 days within 10 years period. However, Datta had exceeded this limit by 143 days as she had to travel to India to access important historical archives necessary for her research on British imperial history. These were not optional trips but essential academic visits required by her university. However, the UK Home Office rejected her application, arguing that she had spent too much time outside the country. Now, this case highlights a major flaw in the UK's immigration policy. The rules fail to consider that academic researchers need to travel internationally as part of their work. In comparison to other countries like the United States, Canada, or even Australia, they have more flexible policies for researchers and highly skilled professionals. The UK government claims to welcome foreign talent, but cases like Datta sends the opposite message, making it harder for academics to settle in the country. What makes the situation even more frustrating is that her husband was granted ILR under the same process, but she was denied. The Home Office even stated that she does not have family life in the UK despite being married and living there with her husband for 10 years. The issue is particularly relevant for Indian students and professionals. India is the largest source of international students in the UK with over 140,000 Indian students enrolling in the UK universities in 2023 alone. Many come with hope of eventually settling down, but the strict visa policy make it very difficult for even highly skilled professionals to secure long-term residency. For somebody as successful as Datta, who has contributed to British academia for a decade, can face deportation, it raises serious concern for countless other Indian students and researchers hoping to build their careers in the UK. Currently, Datta has filed a legal appeal with her lawyer, arguing that her research trips were mandatory, not personal holidays. The UK Home Office will review her case over the next 3 months. But if the decision is not overturned, she may be forced to leave the country that she has called home for most of her adult life. The case has sparked discussion in academic circles about how the UK's rigid immigration policy could push top international scholars away. Experts warn that if the UK does not revise its immigration rule to support global academics, it risks losing talented individuals to countries like the US, Canada, and Australia, which actually offers better long-term opportunities. Datta's case serves as a wake-up call for international students and researchers too planning to settle in the UK. While the country remains a popular destination for education and employment, its immigration policies can be unpredictable and unforgiving. Before making long-term plans, it is very important to fully understand the visa rules and potential challenges. Many are now questioning whether the UK should introduce more research-friendly immigration policy to retain top talents rather than forcing successful scholars like Dutta to leave.